Hello everyone, I am Sikandar Aburaki from Tute Plus 24. Uh, Today I am going to discuss about Angular 2 uh, reactive forms. In one of my previous video, I discussed about template driven form of Angular 2. Uh, Here I have started a fresh Angular application, and here we are looking this main page, and here I am using Atom as a code editor. So this is a very fresh installation, and uh, I am just discussing a bit about the reactive form. Actually, in Angular 2, the form building techniques uh, gives us two types of form. One is template driven form and another is reactive form. Both template driven form and reactive form use the same Angular forms library and share the same form control class. So, but they uses but they use the different form modules. One uses forms module, and the reactive forms uses uh, reactive forms module. So in case of reactive form, we use a component class to create the form control objects. So unlike the template driven form, so as we have direct access to data model of our application through this component class, and if we can create a form control array into our component class, so we can easily communicate with the data model and our user interaction, and we can retrieve data from data model and show it into the reactive form, and we can save the data or update the data from the reactive form to data model, and we can also use some validations as before. So enough for introduction, let us jump to the work. So very first I am going to create a component. uh, so I'm going to switch to the app folder, and I'm going to create ng generate component employee, and I don't want specs, and I don't want any folder. So it has been created, and we are looking the files that we created earlier. So uh, we're going to, into our app model, we're going to use the reactive form. So we're going to put reactive forms module, and also we need to put here the very first thing that we need to do, and then we need to due to some problem in my Atom editor, I changed my editor from Atom to Visual Studio Code. Sorry for this. Now, what I was saying, I'm going to create a simple uh, component, simple template uh, controls object here. The very first I need to import the form control. So I'm going to import from, as I said, both the reactive form and template driven form share the same library, Angular library, and even same the form control. And here, very first, I'm going to create a sample input box into our component template. And for doing that, I'm going to create name, form control class, and here I'm going to create input uh, the class uh, bootstrap class I will use here, form group, and I'm going to some label for name, and here to use uh, form control equal to name. and this thing, and one more bootstrap class I want to use here, form control. And let us see the result. Oh, I did not open the project into my command window. We'll start with simple form control and then we'll go to form group. Okay, I need to declare this selector into our main app component here. So I'm going to let it here, app employee, and see. Okay, the form has come, and if we see, and of course there is no error, and in the body here, and we can see here uh, angular, some angular classes are here, and uh, we get the input box. Now we'll go one step further, that is if we need to have more control like another input box, so in that case we are going to use form group. So form group, and here we're going to write uh, form group like employee form equal to new form group, and within the form group we'll use this form control as an object property, and here we need to have this, and at the same time we need to change here we need to add form, and we're going to put this div into form, and also we need to declare form group is equal to employee form, and we are binding it. And we also use no validate. So, and also we need to change here form control name, and of course there is no error. And now so we're going to create more control. So but before doing that we need to need another form builder class, and here we need to make a bit change. Employee form will be of type form group, and uh, we are going to create form method and this employee form is equal to we need to inject this form builder into constructor, private form builder, and we can call this create form method from on init lifecycle hook, and here we can write this dot fb and group, not group, wow, and into the group we will insert an object, and we are going to give this control form control name as an object property and value. uh, I'm keeping it as an empty string, and then straight and city. So let us see. uh, if we go into our template and uh, if I write like uh, employee form dot value, so you can see that, and uh, and we can just copy uh, what we have written, street and city. So street, street, and here city. City. And if we see, well, okay, it has come. Oh, I forgot to give the JSON pipe. Excuse me. So you see the things has come like and Skanstol, city Stockholm. So we are getting the information here. So it is coming from the object array which we created in our component class. Now, if we like to see one more thing like the status, so you can also see that So the status is valid. Okay. Now so far so good. We have created reactive form, and we can create this is the as much as we can create as much as control we need into our form template. So this is the form control object array. So uh, now if we want to use the nested form group, we can do it. uh, if I write here like address, and if I write this dot group, and put this directly into our address, that means we are just going to create a layer inside our form control array. And what we'll have to do, we'll have to create a div here, and put this section into here. So, and here I'll have to write form group name scale to here address. And if we give some extra class, CSS class like well, and so you see uh, we can create a nested group inside a group. uh, City Dhaka. So we can do in this way. Now uh, if we want uh, like if we want to show the data uh, into our form, so what we'll have to do that, I'm going to create a data model here, and then I will show it into our form. So if I write the data model like employees and like name, Alex, and street, or folder street and city Dhaka. So if we want to show this data into our form, so we can use two methods. One is called set value and another is called patch value. So first I'm going to show the patch value. uh, this employee form dot patch value name right Sikandar. So this is the value that we can show from our component class to our form, more specifically in a particular form control of our form template. So one thing we'll have to consider, like in reactive form, as we are uh, creating the form control array object into the component class, and we will have the direct access to the data model. This is the sample data model, but in actual case or in a real project, we will communicate with the database server through some service, and then we can have a very easy access in those data models of our application from this component class, and this is the place where we can communicate to both to our data model and into our form control model here. So this is a very good place where we can take the data and update into our data model and get the data from the data model and show it into our forms. So and one thing I need to mention, like this reactive form is synchronous, and template driven form is asynchronous. So in a single application we may need to use both. So it is up to you and your personal preference how you'll handle the things in your project and or in your apps. So this is the patch value, and patch value we use to handle a single form control, and for mm, controlling the all form control in a form we use the set value. So I'm going to use set value now. Address is equal to uh, street, and you'll have to write this employee dot uh, name and this employees because our array name is employees. So street, and here city, and it will be street. Oh no, yes, it will be street. It will be city, and here we can show name. So this is the name, and it's employees, and what I did wrong is, so PL. Okay, so okay, okay, simply the value from the control. Okay, I need to uh, break this here address. Let's see. Well, I have made some changes here. So to solve the problem, I have created a data model here. It's very simple, like interface that we use usually. So name and address, and here I'm defining the address as a street and city. And into my component class, I imported this data model. And the little change that I have made here, uh, so I just instantiate the address here, and as usually I set the value here, and this is the set value method of reactive form. So it is working here. So if I make some changes into the value, actually this value will come from the database that I said earlier. So if I make any changes like here, and it will be reflected into my form. So uh, so you can see this is the reactive form, and I think this tutorial will be informative for you. If you don't understand anything, just you can leave your question or comment into the comment section. So I will see you next. So take care.